let's talk about why South Sudanese girls cannot go and move in with their boyfriend. I've been asked this question so many times by a few of my subscribers, followers, and all that. They asked me, why did you say last time that South Sudanese girls can't move in with their boyfriends? What is the reason? Because in America, people move in with their boyfriends, or somewhere else they're moving with their boyfriends. But see, in our culture, we don't have boyfriend. There's no such thing as a boyfriend. They have this thing of basically the person that you talk to. On the talking stage, if you're American, you know the talking stage before you become official. This gok that we say as gok is just talking. Sometimes they say girls could talk to more than one guys. I don't know how they do that to pick their husband, but I don't know how to do that. Achol. Anyways, but my answer is our traditional have a boyfriend. You go from engaged to marriage. Brooklyn. No boyfriends. But during the gok process, that's when you figure out if you guys want to get together. That's not considered as a dating. That's just talking, like getting to know each other. Once you get to know that person, you get engaged and then you're married. That's our traditional. So the boyfriend stage is skipped 2 times. It's like, well, with me, I feel that people should date first and get to know each other and then live with each other to get to know who they are. Because you don't really know the person that you just date until y'all live together. You see their dislike, what you don't like about them. If they don't smell, take care of yourself, you would know. If they're not a clean person, messy, you know, they have a whole different attitude when you guys live together. And date them to know. Because this whole, you get engaged, married, and then you find out this person has anger issues, abusive, aggressive, you know, don't know how to communicate with you. And while you're married, it's like, shit, what is this? What is this? Right? And then you guys get divorced. Right? That whole process of doing that, instead of living together and know if you guys will work out, or if you guys want to get married together and live together and deal with the shit that you guys both go through, it's putting through so much. So with us South Sudanese, we don't live with our boyfriends. Some of us did. Then we became husbands and wife, right? Some of us will die if we do that. When I tell you die, I mean like dead. Our parents will never allow that to happen. It's either that person comes and tell them, I want to marry your daughter, and you marry them. And then once you live with that person and you don't like how they are, they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to clean, they don't know how to take care of themselves, you know, all that. And you're already married to them. And then after that, boom, 2 years, 3 years later, y'all divorced, or a year later, y'all divorced, or a couple months later, y'all divorced because you don't like how this person is, that like they really are, their attitude and everything. To avoid all that, you guys could have just lived together. Like, seriously. So, our traditional ways is no boyfriend. Like, if no boyfriend, then why are we allowed to talk to more than one guys to figure out who's our husband? And then when they marry that husband, some of them are bad, some of them are good. Some sisters of ours are lucky enough to have a husband that is bomb. A husband that respects them, treats them like a queen. And then there's some that are just horrible people. So yeah, like, it's really hard to be a South Sudanese girl. Because you gotta follow all these rules, all these laws, all these traditional ways. Like, okay, I understand we had those for a while, but we in a whole new century. It's not that easy. And they're like, you have to be with the South Sudanese man. Some parents would be like, it has to be from the tribe that you're from. Can be out of the 64 tribes. It's a lot. It's literally a lot of work to be a South Sudanese girl. So if you have a boyfriend and you're a South Sudanese girl, just know there might be some consequences you got to deal with. Parents disapprove of that. Really, it disapprove of that. And some people that are not South Sudanese wouldn't understand. They're gonna be like, that's so weird, that's controlling. It's just the way that things were back then. So they find it as the respectful way is coming to your parents and ask for their daughter hand in marriage and all, instead of you dating your boyfriend. you know, baby comes and things get tougher. You know, it's like sometimes I feel that our parents are living the life that they wanted it towards us, or sometimes our parents didn't really get to do what they wanted it, so now they want to do it with us. Like I understand, but kindly I'm like, my life, let me choose. If I mess up, I mess up. If I don't, I don't. At the end of the day, my life, like, you know. But yeah, it's really hard to be a South Sudanese girl, because if you want a boyfriend, no boyfriend, no. That's the first thing they will tell you. Boyfriend, no. You don't know. Be like, oh, he's from Equatoria. Eh? You know? If you're Dinka, they be like, no. Some of them. If you're from Equatoria, they might say no. From North, they might be like, no. So they just want us to be like, oh my God. When I tell you, it's so much stress, because if you fall in love with a different tribe, some girls will not be allowed to marry that person because of their family personal problems. When they should allow their girls to marry whoever they want to marry, honestly. Don't let your child be miserable because of your personal problem. Let them marry who they want to marry. As long as that person treats them well, love them, respects you, but taking care of the family, and they're both happy together, that's all that should matter, honestly. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to talk on this too much because they will come for my life. But all I could say is I love my South Sudanese people. I love them very much. South Sudan, woye. Woye. Okay. That's all I gotta say, guys.